From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Wednesday, April 30th, 2025.
This is J.C. Reindl with the Detroit Free Press. Back in 2016, it was predicted that downtown Detroit could face a shortage of office space within 9 years. 9 years later, downtown is facing the opposite problem, an office space glut. Blame the COVID pandemic and how it ushered in a lasting era of remote and hybrid work. So now Dan Gilbert's real estate firm, Bedrock, has canceled plans to build office space as part of its coming Monroe Blocks development. There's also a plan to tear down 2 of the Renaissance Center office towers and convert a 3rd tower into housing. The office vacancy rate was 12.6% in late 2019. It was nearly 20% in the first quarter of this year.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. When Cedar Point opened Saturday, the Ohio Amusement Park's re-engineered and renamed roller coaster Top Thrill 2, what ride enthusiasts like to call TT2, is set to once again reign as the world's tallest ride. It's been a long winter, but the entire Cedar Point team is ready to once again welcome guests. Colleen Murphy-Brady, Cedar Point's Vice President of Park Operations, said, "We can't wait to see them here again." TT2 opened last year, but at the time was only number 2 and beset by problems. Still, those eager to ride Siren's Curse, another record-breaking thriller at the park, which was announced last fall with much fanfare, will have to continue to wait a few more weeks. It's set to debut in the summer. Officials did not give a specific date. Near Sandusky, the vacation destination off Lake Erie is now the 2nd oldest operating amusement park in America and has long been associated with record-breaking, gravity-defying rides that remind visitors that they're still alive. Visits to the park have long been a rite of passage, a badge of courage, and a favorite summer camp outing. Still, the distinction of riding the world's tallest ride might not last for long. It's being threatened again by Falcon's Flight, a new roller coaster at Six Flags in Saudi Arabia that's expected to become the world's tallest, fastest, and longest thrill ride when it opens later this year.
I'm Dante Bedingfield for the Detroit Free Press. On the heels of last week's World Penguin Day, the Detroit Zoo is marking a milestone with the public debut of its newest king penguin chick, Atticus, who weighs a whopping 40 pounds at just 8 months old. Baby Atticus's egg was laid in June 2024. King penguin chicks develop for an average of 50 days. He hatched on August 19, 2024. His parents had raised a chick before, so they had experience, said Detroit Zoological Society Bird Department Supervisor Lindsay Ireland. Whenever our king penguins lay eggs in the habitat, we move them to an area not visible, an off-exhibit holding area, so they can incubate their eggs safely and quietly and not be disturbed by the other birds. King penguins co-parent, so they'll be taking turns incubating the egg and turns feeding the chick once it's hatched. Once the penguin is older, they'll spend less time sitting on their parents' feet being brooded, which is just kind of them hunching over and keeping the chick warm. Now, at 8 months, Atticus has begun molting, losing his feathers to completely replace his feather coating.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.